Hello. First, we would like to understand how your journey began as a kindergarten teacher.
Thank you for asking. And my journey as a kindergarten teacher began with a passion for early childhood education, and I completed my degree in education, then pursued specialized training in teaching young children. I've since gained valuable experience in various kindergarten settings, which has deepened my commitment to this field.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for your answer. Before we continue with the interview, I would like to present you with a scenario. So, assuming that in your classroom, you've introduced an art activity where you ask your students to draw and paint whatever they would like and however creative they would want to be. But you notice that a usually enthusiastic student is quiet and hesitant to draw and passes his canvas back to you. So, in this scenario, how would you help the child express himself or herself while also keeping your other students engaged and busy?
In this situation, I've approached hesitant students with patience, and empathy. I sit down beside them and have a one-on-one conversation to understand their feelings and gently encourage them to share what's on their mind. And I may offer some suggestions or ask if there's something specific they'd like to draw or talk about. Meanwhile, I've ensured that the other students remain engaged by providing them with additional art supplies or suggesting collaborative activities that can stimulate their creativity.
Yeah, I like your answer. And due to the recent COVID crisis, we would work on the flexible schedule and become more calm. How do you feel about this option as a kindergarten teacher? And how do you ensure effective teaching and student engagement in such an environment?
Well, I believe that adapting to the remote work and the flexible scheduling is essential, and especially during challenging times like a COVID crisis. As a kindergarten teacher, I've embraced these options while ensuring that quality of education and students' engagement remains a top priority. And I utilize interactive online tools, maintain regular communication with parents, and create engaging virtual lessons with age-appropriate activities to keep the children motivated and learning effective.
Okay. Does your approach to education emphasize creative thinking and problem-solving skills in your students? If so, can you share some examples?
Absolutely. My education approach places a strong emphasis on nurturing creative thinking and problem-solving skills in young learners. For instance, I often incorporate open-end activities like building with blocks, group problem-solving challenges, and storytelling exercises. So this activity engages children to explore their imaginations, work collaboratively, and find creative solutions to various challenges they encountered in the classroom.
So, after some background research, we noted that you sort of have a criminal history. For a job as a kindergarten teacher, that would sort of make us hesitate to recruit you, as you will, closely be working with children and stuff. How can you sort of prove to us that you're actually qualified for the role and your past history would not affect the quality of the job that you are expected to do?
I appreciate your concern, and I am fully aware of the importance of trust and safety when working with children, and my past is a part of the history. But it does not define my ability to be a responsible and caring kindergarten teacher. I'm a commitment to providing a safe and nurturing environment for all the students, and I am willing to undergo any necessary background checks, provide characters, references, and demonstrate through my actions and dedication to the profession that I am fully committed to the well-being and development of the children in my care.
Okay, great. So we are done with the interview. Thank you so much for your time. Do you have any questions? And please feel free to ask us. If not, we are done and we will get back in touch with you soon. Thank you again.
And no questions, thank you.
Hello. First, we would like to understand how your journey began as a kindergarten teacher.
Becoming a kindergarten teacher was my childhood dream.
Okay. So let me give you a scenario. So a child has recently moved from another country and is facing issues with the local language and has language barrier issues, etc. And he sort of excludes himself from the rest of the peers. So how would you help how would you help the student understand the local culture and help him or her get settled into, the classroom along with his fellow classmates?
I will take him step by step to make him more integrated into everyone.
Okay. Your education qualification suggests that you have graduated from a local university. Some of the candidates have graduated from world-class university with a high rank. So can you provide a justification as to why we should prefer to hire you and how your skills set you apart from the rest of the candidates?
I will take better listening and communication skill, and I have had similar experiences before.
Okay, Singapore has a diverse student population, and how do you define instruction to meet the unique needs of children from different cultural background or with verified ability in your kindergarten teacher?
Okay, I may encourage children to integrate more in class and play more in daily life.
Okay, great. So we understand from your resume that you're originally from the UK. So in order to address the cultural differences between UK and Asian countries, what steps would you take in order to address them, in order to sort of teach your students more efficiently?
Okay, I may take measures to encourage everyone to communication and play better, more get to know each other. Okay.
Great. We are done with the interview, so thank you so much for your time. Do you have any questions? Please feel free to ask us. If not, we are done and we will get back in touch with you soon. So thank you again.
Thank you. I have no problem.
First, before we start the interview, we would just like to know how you began your journey as a kindergarten teacher.
I've been a very patient person since I was a child and did well in my studies. So I often help tutor and take care of my younger sisters and brothers at home. I enjoy it, so when I chose my college major, I chose preschool education. Through it, I understood more about young children and learned lots of skills. I enjoyed the process of learning. I felt the importance of preschool education, and I'm very willing to help children develop. So I became a kindergarten teacher after graduation.
Yes, storytelling is a crucial element of kindergarten, as it is a powerful tool to help young children understand the world around them. So, what's some ways that you would use storytelling to help sparking their imagination?
I use a lot of descriptive language when I tell the story, using things that the children know and helps them to describe new things and help them to imagine. In addition, I usually tell the story in an interactive way, asking them questions and let them to imagine what will happen later in the story and continue it. Finally, I always let them make up their own story based on the pictures and to help them exercise their imagination.
Okay, how would you say and your approach to education emphasizes creative thinking and problem-solving skills in your students? If so, can you share some examples?
On top of the educational environment, besides the basic teaching inside the classroom, I also take the children outdoors and teach them in nature to help them exercise firsthand what trees, flowers, and rivers look like. In teaching activities, I always use different methods such as storytelling and use music. In daily life, when children meet problems, I always guide them try to solve the problem themselves by asking questions such as why is it look like? How do you think it should be done? I will provide. In addition, I provide children with a variety of materials to help them realize their creative ideas.
Okay, that's a good answer. So, in an increasingly digital age, how would you integrate technology in a safe and sort of engaging way into your kindergarten classroom to support early learning and development?
Specialized lessons can be set up by presenting the teaching content through animation. Of course, it's also necessary to emphasize with young children the need to protect their eyes and not to overuse cell phones and tablets.
Yeah, so for your reason, we have observed that you have 2 years of experience being a kindergarten teacher. So why should we air you compared to another candidate with 10 years of experience?
It's true that I have a shorter time in terms of working time, but I don't think I'm inferior to him or her in terms of working experience. I have clear goals and have won the first place in the teacher aptitude competitions many times. I'm full of patience and attentive and responsible. I'm confident that I can create value in actual teaching and help young children develop better and healthier.
Great. We are done with the interview. Thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask us. If not, we are done and we'll get back in touch with you soon. Thank you again.
Your questions. Thank you for the time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today we need to make a decision about which kindergarten teacher to air. We are reviewing 3 candidates, and each one bring unique quality to their table.
I agree. And let's quickly recap the key qualities and factors we were looking for an ideal PhD teacher.
Of course, so that is very important. So we discussed early childhood education qualities such as patience, experience, empathy, strong communication skills, adaptability, creativity, and classroom management, safety awareness, etc., and especially passion for early childhood education.
Yeah. Right now, let's analyze the candidate. Candidate A should strength in early childhood education experience and adaptability.
Candidate B did not demonstrate communication skills and creativity during the interview. His responses were short and not sufficient. One thing is that he has a good personal connection with the CEO. However, in the interest of maintaining a fair and professional hiring process, I would recommend removing candidate B from our list of potential employees based on that.
I completely agree with you. I felt that candidate C had showed a good balance of all the qualities that we just mentioned and stood out in some key areas. So they emphasized their experience with classroom management, which is crucial for maintaining order and a positive atmosphere.
Yes, candidate C was mentioned being a team player and which align well with our collaboration or environment.
By the way, safety awareness was a strong point for candidate A. He highlighted their training and safety protocols.
That is true. Also, I feel like candidate C, however, expressed a strong commitment and professional growth, as they indicated that they were willing to stay updated on educational trends and continuously improve their teaching methods to suit the students better.
Yeah, finally, candidate C exuded a genuine passion for early children education, and their enthusiasm was unique, remarkable.
After analyzing the strengths and qualities of all three candidates, it's evident that candidate C offers a well-rounded set of skills and qualities that can closely align with our criteria.
I agree. While candidates A and B did have their strengths, candidate C seems to have more balanced and comprehensive profile for a kindergarten teacher profile.
Yeah, so it's on animals. Let's extend an offer to candidate C and welcome them as for a new kindergarten teacher. Anything?
I believe that they will make a significant positive impact on our students and contribute to the success of our institution.
Excellent choice, I agree. I'm confident that candidate C will help us provide the best possible educational experience for our young learners.
Yeah.